There are a lot of opinions about what we should eat. But the good news is that even though these diets seem different, there's a lot of overlap in what they get right. And there's a lot of flexibility for choosing foods that you love that will help meet your nutrient needs. When planning meals as a dietitian, I use a combination of these three nutrition guidelines. The My Plate guidelines, which replaced the old food pyramid back in 2011 and can be flexible for a wide variety of eating patterns. It focuses on the balance of what foods you put on your plate. The planetary health diet, which takes into consideration how our food choices impact the environment. It's a reminder to include more plant proteins as a way to promote both the health of our bodies and of the planet, but doesn't necessarily exclude animal protein. And the Mediterranean diet, which is one of the most well studied eating patterns that promotes longevity, heart health, balanced blood sugars, and cognitive function. I use this as more of a guide for macro and micronutrients, and thus I'm able to substitute other cuisine types by still matching them for nutrition. I condense this into the healthy plate, which is the basic guide that I recommend. The first thing you might notice about the healthy plate is that plants are where it's at. It's recommended that half of what you eat should be a fruit or a vegetable. That's because they contain so much nutrition: phytonutrients, vitamins, minerals, fiber, water, and more. Whole plant foods help reduce inflammation, improve blood pressure, support gut health and digestion, and improve cholesterol levels. A quarter of your plate should be dedicated to protein. You need adequate protein at every meal, but not excessive. But instead of counting grams, focus on the balance. Make sure to include a protein source, or several if you're using small portions. I try to include plant based proteins multiple times per week, which helps with your budget, nutrition, and the planet. I also encourage you to choose a fatty fish like salmon or tuna 1 to 2 times per week for the heart and brain health benefits. Limiting red meat to 1 time per week can also help improve cholesterol levels. The quarter plate that contains starch can be really flexible. Adding whole grains and starchy vegetables to this portion of the plate is a great way to add more nutrients. Choosing dessert for this part of the plate can be a great way to satisfy cravings while still honoring your overall nutrition. Although it's not listed as a component of the plate, the type of fat matters. One of the biggest impacts you can make for your heart health is to swap saturated fat from beef, dairy, pork, and other animal fats for plant oils. Research consistently shows that including more fatty fish and plant oils such as olive oil, canola oil, avocados, nuts, and seeds is beneficial to reduce inflammation and improve heart and brain health. Lastly, please remember that balance is key, and your mental health matters. If your eating pattern keeps you from enjoying people you love or you don't feel good, it probably means it's not right for you. It can take time to learn what's best for you, and working one on one with a dietitian can help. My contact information is in the notes if you'd like to explore nutrition on a more personal level.